Okay, so you're here because you want to get to the bottom of a story fast, right?
Exactly.
No endless scrolling, just the crucial insights.
Straight to the point.
Yeah. And today we're diving straight into The Electric State, that big sci-fi film that just hit Netflix on March 14th, 2025.
We've gone through all the details to bring you a clear understanding of this movie,
Yeah,
what it's about, who's in it, and how it's been received.
exactly. So think of this as like your shortcut to being in the know.
Yeah, your cheat sheet.
Right. So picture this, an alternate 1990s America where things went a bit sideways with robots.
Okay.
They were a part of life, then there was an uprising, and now they're out.
Exiled.
Yeah. And our main story follows Michelle, a teenager who's lost her brother and is on a journey to find him.
Right?
She's got company, a robot named Skip, who she hopes carries her brother's consciousness, and a war vet named Keats.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a road trip through a pretty bleak-sounding version of the past.
Yeah, what's really captivating is that retro dystopian feel. The idea of advanced technology clashing with a recognizable past, it creates a really interesting backdrop for this personal story of loss and searching.
Yeah.
It taps into that classic sci-fi theme of humanity's relationship with technology, but with a distinct 90s flavor.
Totally. And the cast is packed with names you'll recognize. Millie Bobby Brown plays Michelle. Chris Pratt is Keats. And Ke Huy Quan voices Dr. Amherst.
Wow.
We've also got Stanley Tucci, Giancarlo Esposito, and even Woody Norman as Michelle's brother.
Oh, wow.
Plus, the voice work includes Woody Harrelson, Anthony Mackie, Alan Tudyk. It's quite the ensemble.
It's star-studded, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it kind of makes you wonder why the somewhat divided reaction, right? The critical reception, according to our sources, has been a mixed bag.
Definitely a mixed bag, yeah.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah.
Some reviews were brutal.
Oh, really?
The Atlantic actually called it a $320 million piece of junk,
Whoa.
citing an incoherent story. And then Decider kind of echoed that, labeling it spendy sci-fi slop and criticized its lack of originality and poor execution.
Wow.
Yeah, so ouch is right. But it's important to see the different angles, you know.
For sure.
Empire offered a slightly more positive take, calling it a breezily watchable, retro-futuristic jolly.
Interesting.
Their praise centered on the visual aspects, so the special effects and the production design, even if the narrative didn't fully land for them.
Right. So visually impressive, perhaps, but narratively weaker for many.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting when you consider the business side.
Okay.
Despite the star power and that massive budget, the opening weekend viewership on Netflix was reportedly only 25.2 million globally. That's not great when you compare it to other big Netflix action films like The Gray Man.
Right.
You have to wonder if they'll ever recoup that investment.
Yeah.
And what this might signal for Netflix's future strategy with these huge productions.
It really highlights a key challenge in big-budget filmmaking, especially in the streaming era. It suggests that visual spectacle and famous faces aren't enough to guarantee success.
Right.
Audiences seem to be prioritizing a strong, well-told story, even amidst impressive visuals.
Yeah.
The performance of The Electric State really underscores this point.
So the big takeaway here is that a massive budget and a star-studded cast don't automatically equal a hit, especially when you're adapting potentially complex source material.
Right.
The Electric State appears to be a case study in how crucial a compelling narrative is for a film to truly resonate.
Exactly. And, this deep dive gives you a snapshot of a film that had a lot riding on it, but faced a somewhat bumpy launch.
Yeah.
It makes you think about what the essential ingredients are for a successful adaptation in today's media landscape.
And that brings us to you.
Okay.
Considering the mixed reviews and the viewership numbers we've discussed, what do you think are the absolute must-haves for a beloved novel to make a successful leap to a big-budget film on a streaming service today? It's definitely food for thought.
It is.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Absolutely.
We'll catch you in the next one.
See you then.